one of the reasons we come to New Zealand every chance we get is to see Teddy and my daughter, Eliza Jane. Yeah, we lost her daughter because she married a Kiwi, which is great.
So we've lost her to Aotearoa.
Yeah, but we're getting a Teddy.
But we are really happy about that because it means we get to come here more often.
And Teddy was, he's, when we got to Auckland, he's going, I'm coming on tour, okay? And then we got to the hotel room in Auckland, he's going, are we on tour yet? I said, not yet. So now he's been on tour, he's been there in planes, he loves it, I'm not going to say too much, but he does know that he's much the problem. And it pisses him off. Sorry, Teddy. You good? Teddy's mum, Eliza Jane, is my number 2 daughter. We call her EJ. Stands for Evil J. Because she, sings like an angel, she looks like an angel, but she's evil. But she's evil. She's got an evil streak. We've seen it. We've seen it when she was Teddy's size. It keeps coming through. Evil Jay's going to help me sing the song. And it's a song that was written by her uncle, my brother-in-law, Mark Lazar, Diesel. Diesel's a fabulous writer and songwriter and producer, and he's a great fellow, dear friend of mine. But I remember when I first met him, it was back in about 1987. I was making a record called Freight Train Heart. And I had a fight. I was in San Francisco recording with a bunch of guys from Journey and all sorts of stuff, and had a fight with them. And I stormed off in a huff. I said, I'm taking my tapes and I'm going home. It's like grabbing my football and leaving. It was really childish. But anyway, I got back to Australia, and I realised I still had some guitars to do and some things to do on the record. So the guitar player that I normally had played with was out of town. So I was looking for a guitar player, and all these people started talking to me about, there's this young guy, Johnny Diesel, the Injectors are in town. He plays great guitar, and somebody said, yeah, he's pretty good looking too, and all that sort of stuff. I go, yeah. Anyway, Jane said to me, she says, you should go and see this guy, Johnny Diesel and the Injectors, Diesel. He plays fantastic guitar, and he's ridiculously good looking. So I thought, right, I'm gonna go see him. I might have to kill him, So I went down to a gig in Sydney Cove Tavern, and he was playing up there, and I watched him, and he was just phenomenal. He was played like a demon, and he was ridiculously good looking as well. And so, we got chatting, and I really liked him. We got on well, and I asked him to join my band, but he just moved to Sydney with his band, and he was really loyal, right? So he said, no, I can't. So I hired his band to be the opening act on my tour, so that then I could get him to come and play guitar with me. Scheming. Devious person I am. But anyway, he knew that, and he was happy to do it. But anyway, we get on tour, and Jane's young sister, it's a long story, so Jane's young sister, her name's Jeppy, and she's beautiful, just like Jane, right? Gorgeous. And, smooth. So I'm sort of buttering her up, but I'm doing it from a distance, because it's much safer over this side of the stage. If I go over there and start, especially if I give her any cheek. So I was there, and Jeppy and Mark were standing next to each other, and I'm just on tour, bored. I reckon they'd make really good-looking kids, They'd only just met. And so I planned sort of to get them together. I hired Jane's sister, Jeppy, as my wardrobe mistress. She had nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do. And so she came on tour with us, and every night on the tour, I organized it so their hotel rooms were next door to each other. And if it was humanly possible, I got an adjoining door, and left it open. They didn't get the hint. So I started sort of pushing it a bit further. I would have, I've called tour dinners, band dinners, but everybody's got to be there, 8 o'clock at such and such a restaurant, all got to be there, and then none of us would go, and it'd just be them two. Where you going now, man? And anyway, it finally worked. Teddy's playing with his uncle now. It finally worked, and they sort of got together, and lo and behold, they got married, and they did have the best looking kids you've ever seen in your life. And so not only, it's a win-win situation for me, because not only did I get, I inherited some really gorgeous, nieces and nephews, but got a great guitar player in the family too. So here's one of his songs.